You don't just make love, you make worship feel wild. You don't just make love, you make worship feel wild. There's nothing soft in the way your hands move over my body, nothing timid in the way you look at me like I was crafted for your hunger. You don't pray with folded hands, you do it with bared teeth and trembling fingers. You don't kneel to devotion, you command it with the way your lips press to skin like a sacred rite. Every breath between us becomes a hymn sung low and thick with wanting. The way you touch me isn't just physical, it's reverence wrapped in ruin, a praise song made of sweat and desire. You don't ask permission, you claim it with the heat of your stare. My body responds like a believer in the presence of a god, shaking, willing, open. You make the sheets an altar, the rhythm a ritual. You strip silence from my throat and replace it with broken cries, with whispered offerings. I am no longer just flesh with you. I become sacred, made holy through every gasp you pull from me. And still I want more of you, of this, of that wild devotion. When you enter me, it's not just a joining, it's an invocation, a spell cast with every thrust, every groan, every whispered command that makes my skin sing. You don't make love like the world taught you. You do it like the gods whispered the secret to your bones. Every roll of your hips feels like the earth shifting beneath me, like the stars aligning to bear witness. My back arches not just in pleasure, but in surrender, in complete and unfiltered offering. You've turned my body into scripture, every inch a passage you recite, with tongue and teeth. My moans become your choir, my trembles your testimony. You move like a preacher possessed by lust and divinity, both delivering sermons between my thighs with holy conviction. It's not sex with you, it's sacrifice, it's worship, it's a dance on the edge of heaven and hell. And I never want to leave the fire you've made of me. With every breath you brand me, baptize me in desire. And when you're buried deep inside, I don't just come, I awaken into something holy and forbidden. You strip more than just clothes, you strip layers, insecurities, walls I didn't know I built. With every gaze you tear down the parts of me that hide and replace them with light and shadow alike. You don't just touch flesh, you touch soul. You reach into the places no one else has dared to explore, and you claim them like sacred ground. You make me feel seen in a way that has nothing to do with eyes, and everything to do with intention. When your lips trail across my skin, they don't just leave warmth, they leave truth. And the truth is this: you make me crave destruction at your hands, if it means I'll be rebuilt in your image. Your hands don't hesitate. They know the topography of my curves like a cartographer studying a divine map. You whisper things that should be blasphemy, but sound like scripture when said against my neck. I ache, not just to be touched, but to be taken by your purpose. And when you finish, I'm not empty, I'm full of everything you poured into me: reverence, ache, and wild, sacred love. You're not gentle because you fear breaking me. You're gentle because you know I've already been broken before, and now you want to rebuild me through touch and fire. You trail kisses down my spine like rosary beads, counting each vertebra with the devotion of a true believer. You lift my face and look into me, not at me, and when you say my name, it isn't a sound, it's a summoning. My thighs part for you like a prayer answered. My breath catches like incense rising. Your hands don't just hold, they claim, guide, sanctify. And when you press your lips to mine, it's not just lust, it's a vow, a promise inked in sweat and soft gasps. You take me in pieces and put me back together, only now I'm more yours than mine. You don't just light a fire in me, you sit at the center of it unburned, feeding it with every thrust, every whisper, every moan you pull from me like a psalm. With you my worship is not clean, it's filthy, beautiful, and full of need, and I am devout in every moaning breath of it. The way you pull my hair, the way you guide my mouth to your skin, it's not dominance, it's devotion. You make giving in feel like power, You make submission feel like flight. With you my restraint falls away like ash, and I'm left glowing beneath your gaze. You don't ask for control, you take it, and I offer it freely, like an offering on burning coals. There's something primal in the way you push me down, and kiss me like I'm the last breath you'll take. I arch for you without thought, my body answering a question only you know how to ask. You don't make love in pieces, you do it all at once, crashing into me like a wave that knows exactly where to hit. My back curves into your hands, my moans shape themselves around your name, and I feel myself unraveling in all the right ways. You build pleasure like a cathedral, stone by stone, thrust by thrust, until I am chanting, shaking, wrecked. And still you keep going, because worship doesn't end with climax. It begins again, and again with every new breath you steal from me. Your sweat baptizes my skin, your lips anoint my thighs. Your rhythm becomes a sermon I cling to, pulse syncing with yours in chaotic harmony. I feel wild beneath you, not because I'm untamed, but because you give me permission to be everything I am without apology. You guide my hips like a conductor leading a sacred symphony, and I follow every motion, every gasp, every grasp. You bury yourself in me like you're searching for a secret, and the more I give, the more you want. My nails rake your back, not in protest, but in praise. I bite your shoulder not to hurt, but to remember. You're not just inside me, you're all around me, inside my head, under my skin. You make me forget where I end and you begin. Your name becomes my mantra, your breath the music I move to. I want to live in the pause between your thrusts, in the silence before the next cross escapes me. There in that liminal space, I find myself wild, wet, wanting and wholly yours. You bring out something ancient in me, something carnal, something sacred. With you I feel like a creature from before shame was invented. My body stops asking permission, my mouth stops filtering moans. You drag the divine out of me with every rough grip, every tongue-slick kiss, every demanding push of your hips against mine, and I give it willingly. I give you the version of me no one's earned before, the one that begs, that claws, that trembles and gasps and opens wide. You don't just take me, you receive me, hold me, worship the wildness I've buried too long. With every whisper of mine, you rewrite the rules. With every breath you steal, you give back something truer. I am undone beneath you, and I never want to be stitched up again. Your name becomes holy, spoken between kisses, shouted in climax, etched into the wet press of skin on skin. I am not afraid to fall apart with you. You make ruin feel like resurrection. You make lust feel like praise. You make worship wise, and I am devout in the fires. If you, I don't care about perfection. I care about the way your fingers curl inside me just right. The way you pull my legs apart with reverence and grace. I care about how your teeth sink into my neck, like you're trying to leave a gospel there. I care about how you make me sob, not from pain, but from pleasure too big to contain. You look at me like you found your church in the curve of my and the swell of my and I feel it too, the holiness of this hunger. When you slide into me, it's not just penetration, it's pilgrimage. We don't need candles, we are the flame. We don't need lights, we have the bed, the floor, the wall, the everywhere. You press me again. We write our own each night, in sweat and moans and clawed sheets. You don't just love, I swear you resurrect. You awaken things that don't have names, and still you hold me as I'm fragile, like I'm worth staying for. That softness after the storm, that's worship too. That's what matters. It was. You know what crossed my mind today? I was standing there just thinking about how our past was not just the magical first moment, but all those quiet, everyday moments will shape. The real stuff, the genuine lives, we'll build together. Yes, that's what gets me.